life is bound by logic and the day-to-day routine of just getting things done. But I believe there are many kinds of magic that brighten our day and enable us to pick our heads up and see the wonder that the world has to offer. Like experiential magic, when you're in just the right place at just the right time for an unexpected experience that's exceedingly exceptional. Logistical magic, when things go wrong, but somehow solutions come unusually easily. There's joyous magic, a moment with an outsized shine. And serendipity, an occurrence that exceeds reason. Then there's what I want to share with you today, career magic. Since we're here at ALU, and many of you are students, I'm sure there's probably a lot of anxiety in the room about what's going to happen after graduation. So I want to let you in on a little secret that I call career magic. What is it? It's when just the right opportunity comes along without proactively trying to make it happen or applying for it. Most of my career has been led by career magic. Now, I used to think that was just by accident, that it was some kind of magic of the universe that would make things happen. But what I've come to learn is that while we don't know when or what our next career magical move will be, we can plant the seeds for that magic to happen. Now, I'm not suggesting you don't apply for jobs and you just sit around and wait for your career to come to you. This is quite the opposite. By proactively planting career seeds, you can have your career grow in unexpected and magical ways. With more intention, the right opportunities are more likely to come your way. So when you peel back the curtain, you can see that it's not really magic at all. And I'm going to let you in on the 5 things that you can do to make career magic happen for you. What are they? Get shit done, find your focus, demonstrate awesome value, cultivate authentic relationships, and be helpful. It sounds easy, and it is. So let's jump into the detail. Of course, no matter what your career is, you gotta get shit done. This is the basics. If you don't work hard, you're not gonna have a very exciting career. And I have to say, this should be obvious, but for posterity, let's quickly review. Getting shit done means creating quality, being responsive, hitting deadlines, doing it without being told, and proactively communicating. Getting shit done is about working hard. And this equation right here is probably the one that made you a pretty good student. And while this is the first step to career magic, it is not the complete formula. After you graduate, you could work real hard, and it won't guarantee that you will reach your goals that you have for yourself in your career. So what's the secret sauce? It starts by finding your focus. Growing up, I was always jealous of friends that wanted to be doctors or lawyers or politicians. They fell into a career path that I found envious. It was just so easy for them. I never wanted a traditional profession. So often, especially early in my career, I felt like a boat set adrift. But over time, I've learned that everyone can have a career focus, even if it's not in a traditional profession. It's really just about knowing what you do or want to do. Your focus may lead you through different kinds of jobs, but a theme will emerge that will enable you to unlock the focus that can then unlock career magic. For me, I wanted to focus on economic development, so I started my career in philanthropy. But as I moved to Africa, I saw that it was ethical business that's the best way to solve poverty, not philanthropy. And that became my career why. Now, I encourage you to not only get a focus, but to find your career why. A career why is not about what you do for work. It's about why you do it. It's not about being a doctor. It's about supporting people to live healthy and fulfilling lives. It's not about being a coder. It's about finding the next technology that will transform the way we work. It's okay if your why starts out broad, but start somewhere and write it down. Over time, you'll narrow down your focus to something that is personal and meaningful. And your why will give you clarity not only on what you do, but why you do it. Once you know your career why, then become an expert. Once you have that focus, that why, create a goal for yourself to become the best person to go to for that area of expertise. For me, my career why is that I believe ethical business is the best way to solve poverty. So I've now become an expert at facilitating investment into the private sector in Africa. Get all the experience you can. Yes, it takes time, but the more focus that you can create, the more competency, your expertise will be recognized. But that recognition doesn't happen by accident, which is why you have to proactively demonstrate awesome value. Demonstrating your value combines working hard with being seen. Show your worth. Whenever you're interacting with colleagues or partners, ensure that your skill in both capacity and subject matter is on display. Don't be afraid to shine in the workplace. Speak up and be seen. There's no context when your voice should not be heard, even if you're the most junior person in the room. This doesn't mean that you should be a know-it-all or hog the conversation. Use your shine to make others shine. Be the kind of person that makes other people look good. For example, always give credit to those around you. Acknowledge colleagues' accomplishments in front of others. Shift the conversation to the expert in the room who might not always be the one to speak up. And particularly, support those more senior than you to make them look amazing, especially around their peers and superiors. Making others look good is a great way to cultivate authentic relationships. This is about taking the time to build real relationships, not transactional interactions. Be purposeful with who you build those relationships with. Find contributors. These are other people that also demonstrate and use their value. It's not knowing, quote unquote, powerful people. Know everyone. Know the people that give the most in your organization, within your supply chains, within your field and support services. And that includes building a network of people you want to work for and work with. If you don't know anyone that you want to work for, where do you think your next career opportunity is going to come from? Don't keep your network narrow. Cast a wide net. The more people that see your value, the more possibilities you create for yourself. Don't be afraid to make the first move and reach out to those whom you see add value around you. But this isn't about what others can do for you. You want to make sure that you're able to give equally, if not more, into a relationship from the start. How do you do it? Be helpful. The most powerful question that you can ask in your career is, how can I be helpful? Ask this to everyone, to the people that report to you, to the people you report to, and beyond. As you're building relationships, be helpful simply because it's the right thing to do. And do it for free. Break down your personal paywall. When you create paywalls around your helpfulness, you lose your ability to build authentic relationships. Now, I'm not saying don't get paid, and especially not to get paid your value. But being helpful, just to be helpful, is a very powerful act, particularly when you're not expecting something in return. When you are the one that sees value in building a relationship with someone new, start off by giving rather than asking to receive. Be the first to put a deposit in the relationship bank. That will create the most likely conditions for a real and authentic relationship. And that's it. That's how you get career magic. When you get shit done, find your focus, demonstrate awesome value, cultivate authentic relationships, and be helpful, career magic can happen for you too. It takes time to develop this practice, but you don't need to wait. Start now. Anyone can plant the seeds for career magic, and when you do, you'll find that the most unexpected opportunities start to come your way. I wish you all a magical career.